Undoing his shirt buttons, David glanced through door windows as he made his way to room 7. A few were covered with coats or blankets, but in the main they weren't. Many regulars liked to be watched in their moments of debauchery. It turned them on. The rooms were full of couples, threesomes, gangbangs, people having sex. Some dressed in finery, some in nappies, some in animal outfits, some covered in food, some entering synthetic dolls. Whatever rocked their boat, they could do it here, in this secret place, as London trundled along in the streets above them. He continued down the hallway, found number 7 and peeked in the window. "Yep, that'll do nicely," he muttered and barged through the door. The room was bare, apart from a large 12-foot by 12-foot mattress, covered in white sheeting and a coffee table of food and drink. 2 naked women, a brunette and a blonde, lay moaning in the 69 position. The blonde was clearly about to come. On hearing the door open, they shot up to look at him. David leaned seductively against the doorframe, taking in the scene, undoing his trouser buckle. "Now, I know you're looking at me thinking you've hit the jackpot and the Diet Coke advert theme is running through your minds." He kicked off his shoes. "But I just want you to know, I've had a bad day. I haven't got much energy. I just need you two to service me fully. Is that okay? No swinging from the chandelier, no chucking you around the room, no gymnastics. I'm exhausted. I just want to lie back and enjoy you." They looked at him, mouths open. Who is this guy? He pulled off his socks and chucked them over his shoes, noticing how he'd changed. He no longer did the neat piling of clothing thing the headmaster had taught him. He was getting better. Lucy and Sewell would be turning in his grave. "Do you speak English?" he asked politely. Maybe they didn't understand what he was saying. Silence. "No problem," he smiled, stepping into the room. He closed the door, placed his jacket over the window, and turned to face them. "Luckily, I'm not in the mood for talking." Holding his tie between teeth, he peeled off his shirt and let his trousers drop. With no underwear, his hard-on lunged in their direction. The women visibly jumped. Hands on hips, standing naked in front of them, he stood open-legged. Silence. They were a hard audience. Putting his tie around his neck, he ran his hands through his hair, looked down at his burgeoning cock, and gave it a tug. "Is this okay?" Silence. The women looked at each other. The brunette turned to him and said, "It might be, but could you do all that again a little more slowly, just to be sure?" He gave them his devilish grin and nodded. They spoke English. "No," he said swiftly. "I forgot to add that I don't have much time. A few people want me dead. This could be a one-time offer only, ladies. I may not be here tomorrow." He gave his hips a cheeky shimmy, making his deliciousness sway. The women hauled him over and got to work to the muffled pleas of, "Mind the stab wound!"